Hello, happy crystals. This is your unicorn reading for signs Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. Timestamps will be in the description so you can click on your astrological sign. And this will be for sun, moon, and rising signs, all right? Leo, Cancer, and Virgo. Three signs I hold very dear to my heart. So let's see what the unicorns, the crystals, and the chakras, and the sacred geometry deck have for you guys. All right, let's go. First one is going to be the oh well this is a crystal deck, but okay, let's start with the crystal deck for Cancer. just put we'll just shuffle it first, right? Okay, thank you, Spirit, for the guidance. Thank you, Spirit, for the clarity. Circle of 12. I am 13. We are 1. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your clarity. Guidance for Cancers for this week as we head into the new moon. Guidance for Cancers. Guidance for Cancers. Crystal guidance for Cancers. Circle of 12. I am 13. We are 1. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your clarity. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's get to the unicorn deck. Thank you, unicorns, for showing us the light. Oh, unicorns have a lot to say for you, Cancers. All right, let's see what guidance the unicorns are giving our wonderful watery Cancers. Right? Let's see. Shuffle in there. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. Thank you, Spirit, for your clarity. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance and your clarity. Circle of 12. I am 13. We are now 1. Circle of 12. I am 13. We are now 1. Thank you very much. Thank you, Spirit. Just asking for some unicorn guidance for our Cancers for this week. Getting that guidance. Thank you. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get 7, 8, and 9 for our Cancers. Thank you, Spirit, for the guidance. Thank you, Spirit, for the clarity. Thank you, Spirit, for the wisdom, the guidance, the clarity. Circle of 12. I am 13. We are now 1. Just give us some guidance for Cancers for this week. Some chakra guidance. Chakra guidance for Cancers for this week. Thank you, Spirit, for the clarity. Thank you, Spirit, for the guidance. Thank you, Spirit, for the wisdom. All right. For Cancers, and a beautiful sacred geometry card to tie it all together for our water signs, for our Cancers. This week, Cancers, for this week, guidance for Cancers for this week. Thank you, Spirit, for the guidance. Thank you, Spirit, for the wisdom. Thank you, Spirit, for the clarity. Circle of 12, I am 13, we are 1. Circle of 12, I am 13, we are 1. Circle of 12, I am 13, we are 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, see what that is. Ah, wow, all of that shuffling. We got the same card that came out for Gemini. Well, listen, the Octomotion is here. Okay, for for a second sign, this Octomotion comes out again. All right, let's get it started. For you beautiful Cancers, access your gifts. So it's starting with you accessing your gifts and tapping into your gifts. Refreshing oasis. Sounds like you need some rest and rejuvenation. Nurture yourself. Gather your strength. And then we go into rose gold cosmic pool. Beautiful. Okay, so we just start with the unicorns. Cancers, you guys are tapping into your new gifts. Again, going inside, discovering new talents, new wisdom, new gifts, ways to express that. And it's actually causing you to need to retreat and nurture yourself and come into some type of silence, probably to regroup. Perhaps the need is for you to access your gifts. That's what the universe is actually um, pushing you towards, encouraging you to do. But in order to do that, you're going to have to go into some quiet time and some rejuvenation and some renewal and to nurture yourself and gather your strength, right? And it's almost like you're going through uh, 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 what I'm getting. I'm going to turn over the other cards. It's almost like you're in some type of, I was going to say some type of resistance. Yeah. You're in some type of resistance to the moment, but the moment is actually asking you to rise up, right? And in order for us to rise up, sometimes we need to go inside before we can expand out. So that is what I'm seeing here. So first, we're going to start with accessing your gifts. So the universe, excuse me, universe wants you to get to that next level, that next chapter of yourself, and expand again from an internal place, accessing your gifts and then expanding outwards. But in order to do that, you have to go into a period of retreat and silence and stillness, or relaxation and renewal in order to come into that. However, that comes out for you, whether that means taking a little vacation, turning off your phone, going camping, or, spending a day in nature. Taking a long drive, whatever that is for you to um, go into hermit mode, as we would say in the oracle and tarot world, just to get that inner wisdom, right? And to really access those gifts. And as you're doing that, you're going to come into this cosmic pool of rose gold, which is unconditional love, right? Unconditional love for yourself, the wisdom of the gold, and the unconditional love and acceptance of the rose, right? So, like I said, it's your week is starting off with this call to action and this um, prompt to let's take a jump, let's take a leap to the next level, right? Because you're not ending with accessing your gifts, you're starting with that. So there's this call from the universe to say, hey, it's time for you to step it up. And you might need to go into silence for that, to nurture yourself, to just make sure that you're whole and ready, right? Before you do that. And when you're doing it, you're going to be accessing this rose gold frequency and allowing yourself to have that for yourself in order to do your task, as well as giving that out as you do that task, right? That unconditional love combined with that wisdom. That's the rose gold cosmic pool, right? And it says, bathe in cosmic love, soak up the wisdom, right? So when you're in this retreat, as you're refreshing, or as you step into that refreshing oasis, you're going to be gathering yourself, and you're going to be gathering yourself with this rose gold frequency. And when you're ready to release, your gifts that you have accessed, you're going to be doing that with the beautiful rose gold um, frequency, the rose gold light, unconditional love mixed with wisdom, What's better than that, right? All right, so the crystals, Cancer, you have kunzite. Again, that's self love, right? Self love and acceptance. You have Nuumite, which is a ancient and rare stone for the healer, right? So you see, and that's why you got to go inside, because you got to go do this deep again. Another, it's the order of the day for all of the signs, right? But we're just at this moment where we have to go internally and heal these deep rooted wounds and really come into the wholeness of ourselves, right? And we're being asked to retreat and to refresh ourselves so that we can do that. And then again, we come out again with this beautiful cosmic energy of love and compassion, right? So here you're getting the rose gold, and here you're getting the emerald, right? Compassion, right? So that's beautiful. So it's all leading you, all of the healing and the self care and the nurturing is all so that you can. Um, this is accessing your gifts, but the other end of it is delivering, because we access and then we're able to give and deliver, right? So that whatever you decide to do, you're doing it with a heart of unconditional love and a heart of compassion. And I mean, that goes so good for cancers, right? Because cancers are big nurturers already, and that motherly energy of being a nurturer, right? So just stepping into more of your true self, and using the different crystals, the Nuumite, and read up on the Nuumite. Nuumite is a beautiful, beautiful crystal and rare crystal, and it really helps us to clear out. Clear out, clear out, and allows us to come into this grand healing. And again, we're under the um, time where we're connecting in with our ancestors. So even tapping in, however because everybody does it in a different way, however you are called to tap in to your ancestry and get that wisdom from your ancestry into for the healing, right? And coming into wholeness of yourself. Let's look at the chakras. Okay. So we have love, a lot of love, Cancer, right? Self love and love again, heart chakra, I am presence under the healer. So I would say, Cancers, you are healers. There's a healer within you that the universe is asking you to tap into, your gift of healing. Yeah. Yeah, you're being asked to tap into your gift of healing, and however that is. And healing is it's just such an interesting word because we think that we have a box that we put healers in, and even the definition of healing or being healed, and it comes in so many different forms. And it is such, healing is always, always, always a journey leading up to it, never a one-stop pill, right? Even when you go to the doctor and they give you some medicine, it's not like you take this one pill and you're fine, right? You take one pill and then another pill and then another pill, and then you do that for 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 3 days or 4 days, and then hey, you might get sick again, right? So you're never really healed, right? From that perspective, when we really are healed, the issues don't come back, right? So the healing and stepping into being a healer is such a journey within itself. Right? So I think the universe is asking you, Cancers, to tap into your natural ability to heal. And that's why the compassion comes out. That's why the rose gold, cosmic pool of the rose gold comes out, because this is what you're going to use to heal other people, right? And when you think of healing, just think of the word wholeness. When we heal, we help to put people back together. It's like the Humpty Dumpty. I always like to say, Humpty Dumpty, we are the Humpty Dumptys. We're the egg that fell and couldn't come back together again. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Humpty Dumpty had to put himself back together again, right? It wasn't about the kings and the queens and the horses of the king. It was about Humpty Dumpty actually putting his self back together again. So that healing journey and becoming a healer and tapping into our healing abilities, we have to connect to our I am presence, right? And that is really your I am presence is ugh, your I am presence is your higher self, right? Your army, because it's not just one. It's an like it, you call it your family of light. That's a good name for them. Your family, your family of light, and your family of light is connected to you at all times. So it becomes your I am presence, and as we connect more and more to our family of light, we bridge that what's the word, not that we bridge, we are bridging the gap. That's not the right word. As we tap more and more into our I am presence, our family of light, we are crossing the bridge and bringing in closer. Like today, the card for the day was the new earth, right? Heaven on earth. So it's spirit coming into matter. And that's what this I am presence is. As we ascend up, our physicality is tapping into our physical, our spiritual, which is our I am presence. And our I am presence, again, that bridge between the spiritual bodies and the physical bodies, it's almost lowering. And so the I am presence, which is above us, our higher chakras, are that light is descending into our physicality, and our being as a physical being is ascending, meeting that I am presence that is within us and above us, as above, so below. So it goes into knowing yourself, right? And knowing, and that's why this, yeah, that's why this healer, this ancient, rare stone is coming up, because you got to tap into your I am presence, and that is deep. Right? That is deep, and that will take, you will need to take a refreshing oasis in order to connect into your I am presence. You have to take a step back. All right, Cancers, the universe wants you to um, tap in more into your soul presence and your soul missions. And it's asking you to find how you can help other people and help humanity with your gifts and helping humanity to heal and to come into wholeness with your gifts, your talents, your truths. All right. Ah, order of the day, Cancer. And um, your personal power, right? Again, that personal power, this is the solar plexus chakra. So let's just look at the chakras. Let's look at the, starts with the heart, tapping into the I am presence above, and then going into that solar plexus. Now, the solar plexus is, again, our identity, how we see ourselves, how we show up, or how we don't show up based on other people's opinions, our self confidence, also our intuition, right? So, this solar plexus card, personal power, is saying, hey, time for you to gear up. Come up with all of that strength inside of yourself. Like the word escapes me right now, but um turn up all that power within you and really stand in your personal power. And again, it's your power. So, you're accessing your gifts, making a signature for yourself, um, as how you can heal because the truth is we're all healers, right? It's just how do we choose to use our gifts to help the wider community, to help the human collective. So we're all healers. And again, this octa motion card is moving and it's 55. So I didn't pick this up on the other reading, but here it is. It's 55. Just because, let me see these numbers, 18, 30, 13. Yeah, it's for this one, I would say for the octomotion moving in complete union with all of your parts, right? Your higher self, your lower bodies, which is chakras 1, 2, 3. The 4 is the center door. Interesting how that came out, right? So it's like joining your lower bodies, your heart center, your higher self, coming into this grand union of yourself, all parts of yourself. Again, 55, breaking through sovereignty, um, coming into wholeness. Again, 10 of yourself with your higher self, your lower self, your heart, coming into the healing, being compassionate for others, giving yourself all that self love, helping you and others to heal, accessing your gifts from within, taking the time to walk away, step away, retreat, to really come into the stillness of yourself, your soul, to get those orders, to get that communication, to get that guidance from your higher self, your team, your family of light. And when all that is said and done, you will be in a pool of the rose gold radiance, right? That light. You will walk with it as well as you will have it to give to others, to help others heal, and to come into wholeness. All right. So, this is your reading, Cancer. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Tap into all that you are because you, my loves, are a healer. And the universe wants you, if you have not yet discovered that, to discover that within yourself this week with the new moon. Hope you enjoyed this reading, Cancers. Hello, my beautiful Leos. How are you? Close, close, close to my heart. Let's see what unicorn reading you're getting. I just want to make sure that this is recording. Yes, it is. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is your Leo unicorn reading for this week. I hope you Leos are doing awesome. I'm a little biased. I'm a Leo. Let's see what spirit is guiding us to this week, Leos. All right, unicorn. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance and for your clarity. Thank you, Spirit. Circle of 12, I'm 13. We are now one. Circle of 12, I am 13. We are now one. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your clarity. Giving Leo's clarity, guidance, and wisdom this week. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Let's see what we're up to this week, Leos. Going into the crystal deck to see what crystals we can tap into this week, how the crystals are guiding us, what wisdom they're giving us, healing, what lights and chakras we need to tap into. Thank you, Spirit, for this guidance, for this clarity, for this wisdom. 12, I am 13, we are one, thank you. Circle of 12, I am 13, we are one, thank you. Circle of 12, I am 13, we are one, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Okay, and crystals, sorry, chakras. Chakras. Us Leos. Sun, moon, or rising signs. Sun, moon, or rising sign, Leo. What chakras are we moving through? Are we tapping into? Are we clearing? Are we lighting up for this week? Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance, your clarity, your wisdom. Circle of 12, I am 13, we are one. Circle of 12, I am 13, we are one. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Okay. And a sacred geometry card. Crown it all up into one cohesive, beautiful net for us this week, this new moon week. How are we adjusting? What are we releasing? What are we coming into? Circle of 12. I am 13. We are 1. Circle of 12. I am 13. We are 1. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your... Ooh! Ooh! Thank you for your wisdom, your clarity, and your guidance. All right. Thank you for your wisdom, your clarity, and your guidance. Circle of 12. I'm 13. We are 1. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. That's enough. Let's see what we got. After all of that, of course. All right. Let's put that right there and we will get to that one. Okay. Leos, let's see how the unicorn is guiding us into wholeness this week. All right, Cosmic Sapphire number 33. That's a good place to start. Magical Crystal Cave. I'm loving it. Sorry for getting so excited. I'm a Leo. Pool of Christ light. Yes, 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 yes. 28. I love it. All right, so the unicorn is saying to us, Leos, act with honor and integrity, speak our truths, right? As we walk into these new chapters, speaking our truth, acting with honesty and integrity, being transparent, being truthful, allowing ourselves to actually speak our truth and tap that into others as well as tapping that back into ourselves so that we can learn from previous mistakes and previous misjudgments, right? So we're in this grand moment of the universe allowing us actually to see the truth as well, see different truths, and allowing that truth and that integrity to be part of our expression, right? And it's asking us, so we're starting there and it's asking us to tap into or go back into the magical crystal cave. Switch on your inner light, bring forward your gift. So when we go into that crystal cave, we tap into the amethyst and we tap into just my favorite stone. We tap into the amethyst and we tap into the rose quartz, right? Because we are tapping into our third eye, allowing ourselves to see beyond the surface, and we're tapping into just more and more unconditional love, right? So, um, yeah. And then once we do that, we are using our gifts, but we're using them with truth and integrity, right? It's very, very important for our equation to be able to speak our truth and to our actions to be actions of integrity, right? Yeah. And where does it lead us to? A pool of cosmic Christ light. Yay! Right? Open your heart, spreading unconditional love. Yes, so this is a very powerful week, Leos. Very powerful week. Again, the universe is asking all of us to step up, right? So for us Leos, hey, we're going full force, right? Integrity and truth. We're getting our inner lights. We're going into our kingdom, and that's what we're working with. We're working with our inner lights. We're working with, and this is coming into me like the truth of who you really are, right? The inner light, not playing small anymore, tapping into our inner lights, being truthful, showing integrity, and allowing ourselves to bathe in Christ's light and giving that to ourselves, receiving that, as well as giving that unconditional love to others, right? Open your heart, spread unconditional love, right? That's what the whole Christ consciousness is about, right? Being able to have the consciousness of Christ as well as the heart, going back into the purity of our hearts, right? And that is unconditional love, right? Let's this newer mic. This newer mic came back again. It's the stone of the healers and the shamans. The stibnite. Stibnite is a very interesting crystal, and it's good for conflict. I was actually looking at some stibnites today from China. It's interesting. And the awakening crystal, emotional healing. And us Leos. All right, so Leos, again, right? If we just look at the unicorn one, the unicorn row, and then look at the crystal row, it's definitely connected, right? So the magical crystal cave says step back in. Oh, sorry, I went this way. So it says access the cosmic sapphire, right? And then it goes into the neuromite, which is the stone for the healers and the shamans. So accessing that part within yourself that is able to become a healer. Not just, again, not just for yourself, but to heal other people. And healing other people is tapping in, is helping them to achieve their wholeness and helping them to see themselves and their soul mission and their soul journey, right? So we do that for ourselves as well as we're going to be doing that for other people. And we can tap into the neuromite crystal to really get into that deep, deep, deep healing for ourselves as well as for others, right? Spiritual awakening. And it's in perfect um synchronicity with the 33, right? So we are accessing, we're going through an awakening of more and more of our spirituality, our spiritual talents, our spiritual bodies, connecting with our higher selves, more and more of our spiritual body team, our family of light, and allowing that light to come down and enlighten us and access more of our truth and working with those truths to heal ourselves and heal others, healing ourselves, forgiving ourselves, loving ourselves, accepting ourselves, allowing ourselves. All of that is healing because we hold some deep, deep rooted stuff that we have to clear out, right? And that's why the emotional healing comes up in the crystal row, right? Because we gotta clear out Leos, we take a path of challenges slash gifts. And once we go through those challenges, we have to clear out all of that clutter from our experience. And we really have to empty. We have to empty. One of my personal mantras is I empty I'm a muse, I empty. To catalyze attunement, I have to empty myself out. I have to release a lot of the a lot of the baggage, a lot of the past, a lot of the pain. We have to release that to get to the emotional healing. And that is so important for Leos because we're a fire sign. That emotional healing is so important. It turns that lion, that protective lion that we are, it's like the lion meets the lamb, literally. The lion meets the lamb. So here's the conflict card. Let me not skip the conflict card because that's exactly what um this healing the conflict for the emotional healing, right? The emotional body healing. So the Leos, we're lions. The lions are protectors, right? Hunters and protectors. And we also, there's a part of us which is also the lamb. The lion is protecting the lamb. The lamb is the victim. The lamb is the one, the quiet one that needs the protection of the lion, right? Now, as we move through this moment, this week, we are being asked to calm these conflicts internally and perhaps even some externally. If we're going through some external conflicts, come into wholeness and peace, release those. If you're going through an internal conflict, come into wholeness and peace, release those. um use the stibnite crystal in order to tap into that and get that. Again, you see how clear this is. The picture that I saw today, though, they had some like some green moss on it, but this stibnite is a clear, and any clear crystal is, it amplifies as well as it moves towards clarity. So getting to the clear point of the conflict, right? The healing, bringing that light in so that that conflict is no longer, and I'm going to even use the word again, the conflict is the challenge, which becomes the gift, right? Because we have to move through these conflicts and we have to learn a better way to deal with conflicts, right? And that's something huge for the Leo, the lioness, and the lion. We have to learn how to deal with conflict in a more balanced way. And we get there when we heal some of that fire within us, which is that solar plexus energy, right? When we calm that fire down, the fire signs, hey, a fire is what? Caution, or it could be, hey, welcome. Come on in, sit by the fire. Or it could be, hey, I'm going to burn this down. Don't come close, right? So the fire in us, as we learn how to deal with internal and external conflicts a little better, we are able to heal our emotional body. And that emotional body keeps us busy for a minute until we come into the peace, until we really can come into the peace of ourselves and the peace of understanding ourselves. Know thyself, right? Know why you are the way you are, know why you feel the way you feel, and it helps us to come into this emotional healing. Okay, the lion meets the lamb, they come together. It's no more separation. The lion doesn't need to be feel protected, and the lion doesn't need to roar, and the lamb doesn't feel like the victim anymore. Oh, and yes, I love it, I love it. You see, spiritual awakening for the chakras, inner child, healing that inner child, and coming into peace. Love it. And again, this peace, this is the crown chakra. I was gonna say earth star, but no, this is the crown chakra, right? So allowing this peace to really come all the way from your higher self, from your spiritual awakening team, and all of that love, all of that, this is love. Like, it's literally here, that Christ light, allowing that Christ light to really descend from your higher self team, and healing all of your deep wounds, all of your pains. And this is a process. This might be the beginning for some Leos, and this might be the confirmation grand finale. You did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. Okay. I don't know if you guys are starting, midpoint, or ending, but this is part of the process. Okay, and it is real. I can confirm that it is real. There is healing. There is peace. There is the other side. There is a 2.0 version of yourself that does really, really come into some peace. I'm laughing because I know myself. I know how far I've come. All right. And yeah, we allow these beautiful lights from the spiritual awakening to descend. The spirit comes into matter, and it allows you to access peace. And this light is going through all of your chakras, right? But it starts from the higher self, coming through the crown chakra. And actually, when we connect with our higher self, the higher self actually, that light actually connects into our heart chakra. That's it. There's a direct route actually from our higher self bodies to our heart chakra, healing that inner child. And I think that the Trinity is the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the inner child. That's why Christ, the child, the baby, he represented the baby, Christ in the manger, the baby in the manger, that everybody wanted to kill before he even could speak because they were scared of his gifts and talents. So that inner child had to go through the healing. And look at Christ's journey of non-acceptance and rejection, and hear those are beautiful cranes that I guess like my yard. And I love when I hear them. But those cranes are always a beautiful signal from the universe for me. But yeah, healing that inner child light, that Christ light, that light within that nobody wanted to come out, right? And giving that unconditional love, giving that version, that part of yourself, unconditional love. And as we go through our spiritual awakening, we feel much more safe, and we allow this inner child to come out and play, and that gives us a whole sense of peace. All right. And the sacred geometry card and the Leo is the sun. Look at the color, the yellow, right? It says the fruit of life. So again, just putting all of this into a beautiful fruit of life. The fruit is what bears from the tree, right? So as we um, access this cosmic sapphire 33, acting with honor and integrity, speaking our truth, as we come into more and more wholeness of ourselves, as we enter that crystal cave and we gather our amethyst and we gather our rose quartz, right? We tap into our third eye and we tap into our heart, and we're able to see through the eyes of God and love with the heart of Christ. We are showered in this pool of cosmic Christ light. We are able to love ourselves unconditionally and spread that out and give that forth. This becomes our fruits, right? We step into our deep rooted role as a healer and a shaman, right? Being able to tap into the unknown worlds again and go deep within that to bring forth healing for ourselves and others, able to overcome the different conflicts in our lives, and it allows us to have a awakening, which is our emotional healing. Again, a fruit. So we go through this process to bring forth fruits to manifest, right? We're in a time of manifesting, but manifesting our fruits of life, manifesting what it is we were supposed to, manifesting the fruit that has now dropped from our tree, the tree of life, our whole soul life journey, right? This is a really pivotal week for Leos. Like I said, I don't know if this is the beginning of this process for you, the midpoint, or the confirmation of the end, but it is a pivotal time and week for Leos. And personally, I have a deadline and a list of stuff that I gotta get done before 11/11. So this week is very important to me. Spiritual awakening is we're being blessed, and we're in the receival mode of a lot of spiritual wisdom and spiritual lights and spiritual love. Um, we are healing the inner child, and we are stepping into a lot of peace. Peace with ourselves and peace with the world, really, because we've gone through this grand healing of our emotional bodies. Okay, so Leos, go do your thing. Be the fruit of life. Manifest with integrity and love, and speak your truth, Leo. Go do your thing. I love you all. Bye. Hello, awesome Virgos. How are you? This is your unicorn reading for this week. Just shuffle the decks. We use the crystal deck, the chakra deck, the unicorn deck, and the sacred geometry deck. Right? I've never already shuffled, but we can give them one more live shuffle. Thank you, Spirit, for this guidance. Thank you, Spirit, for this wisdom. Thank you, Spirit, for this clarity. Guiding us, our beautiful Virgos this week. Guidance for our Virgos this week. Thank you, Spirit. Circle of 12. I am 13. We are 1. Thank you. 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 Circle of 12. I am 13. We are 1. Guidance for Virgos this week. Guidance for Virgos this week. Thank you, Crystal Deck. Guidance for Virgos this week. Thank you, Spirit. Guidance for Virgos. All right. Guidance for Virgos. Chakra deck. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. I am number 13. Circle of 12. I am 13. We are 1. Thank you for your wisdom and your guidance and your clarity, Spirit. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, and your clarity. Thank you for your wisdom, guidance, and clarity. For Virgos this week, chakra guidance, chakra wisdom, chakra clarity. What chakras are they working through this week? What chakras are they clearing? What chakras are they expanding? Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the wisdom. Thank you for the clarity. Circle of 12. I am 13. We are 1. Thank you very much. Circle of 12. I am 13. We are 1. Thank you. And for our beautiful unicorn deck. Unicorn guidance for our Virgos. Unicorn guidance for Virgos. Unicorn guidance for Virgos. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your clarity. Thank you for your wisdom. Guiding Virgos through this week. Guiding Virgos through this week. Circle of 12. I am 13. We are now 1. Thank you. Circle of 12. I am 13. We are now 1. Thank you. Guidance for Virgos. Guidance for Virgos. Guidance for Virgos. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And sacred geometry for our Virgos to put it all together in a nice bow. This beautiful new moon week we are experiencing, adjusting, releasing, calling in, activating, guidance for Virgos. Sacred geometry guidance for Virgos. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your clarity. Thank you for your guidance for Virgos this week. Circle of 12, I am 13. We are 1. Thank you. Circle of 12, I am 13. We are 1. Circle of 12, I am 13. We are 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's go, Virgos. Let's see. Coming up for you this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 7, 8, and 9. Beautiful 10th card, but one more time. Oh, swallow the sun. If it was the same card as Leo, swallow the sun. Yay. Awesome. Awesome. Swallow the sun. All right, Virgos. Let's see what's coming up for you this week. Shower of blessings, of course, because you're swallowing the sun. Yes. Shower of blessings. Uncord relationships. All right. That's that type of that type of year. And the unicorn portal number 38. Awesome. All right. So, shower of blessings. Open yourself to receive. Pay it forward. And then we uncord relationships. We let go. And when we forgive, forgiveness is freedom. So that's an easy one right there, right? We open up, but we release, right? We open up to receive. We release to receive. So we are in the Virgos are in a position to receive the blessings, but there might be one or two things we have to uncord and release in order to just receive a little bit more, and everybody loves receiving, right? So the more we release, Virgos, the more we receive, right? So look in your life, look at the different relationships, and sometimes uncording relationships is uncording that energy, uncording that expectation, uncording the outcome, the expected outcome. The uncording comes in so many different ways. Sometimes we are being asked to give a different outlook, perspective, and with that, we uncord. So, what looked like what we held uh, I just want to say what we held as a priority before might be uncorded, and now something else takes that place as priority, and we're not giving that much pressure to what was a priority. It could even be something like that. It doesn't always have to be a relationship or a person, but it really could just be uncording ourselves from the expectation, the thoughts, the habits, as well as the relationships and people, right? So allowing something new to come in because you're being showered with blessings, right? And also and this is so important, our perspective is always so important. So as sometimes we don't like to lose. We don't like to fail. We don't like to let go. We think it's that we're losing. So you might be going through a week where you are doing some uncording and you're walking away from some stuff, or you're leaving something or ending something, and it might not feel like a blessing. And you see, that's important because sometimes we only are focusing on this, but we're focusing on what is leaving and not on what we are receiving. So sometimes this uncording or the outcome of the uncording, which is the loss, technically the loss is overshadowed, and we don't even realize that we're actually being showered with blessings in this moment of walking away and releasing and uncording. Okay, so Virgos, it's just something to look at. You're starting the where you're at is you're being showered with blessings. So when this comes up and these nudges come up to release, know it's a blessing. Know that it is a blessing that the universe is moving you through. All right. The diamond is formed under pressure, and it starts as coal but is refined, right? So in that refinement, there's a lot of uncording, right? But it comes out as this beautiful diamond. And what is the outcome? Unicorn portal, focus your light, listen for a message. So the unicorn portal is basically we are using our inner light to receive that guidance, right? And also, as we're receiving the guidance, we're also shedding that light to others, right? So the unicorn symbolizes um magic and the impossibilities, right? And, limited, unlimited possibilities. So as we enter our unicorn portal, we are actually entering that stage within ourselves where we are accessing unlimited possibilities for ourselves. We actually realize, hey, I can do it all. I can see it all. I can be it all and all that I want to be, all that I am meant to be, all that I am meant to see and say and be. So we realize that we're not limited. We are unlimited, right? We are limitless, right? So tap into that infinite possibility nature of yourself as you tap into the unicorn portal. And because unicorns are one of my um animal spirits, I'll just read this. You are, because you're tapping into your unicorn portal, you are the sovereign of the seen and the unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirit of light. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. And that's the spirit of the unicorn, right? So you're tapping in to that within yourself, Virgo, okay? And most Virgos are pretty grounded, right? So if you haven't experienced that unicorn portal within yourself yet, you're gonna love it. Right? Because you have that connection with the earth already. So just it's like, just ground in, uncord, know that it's a blessing, and shine your light, right? Shine your light, Virgo. All right. So yep, rite of passage. Yes, yes, of course. Rite of passage, abundance. Ah, I'm getting tingles. I'm getting tingles. And the sunstone empowerment. Yes, yes, yes. Like I said, the unicorn portal. Oh, Virgos, my whole body is tingling. I can feel it in my feet. Okay. This energy is lovely. All right. So the unicorn portal, Virgos, you guys are, and I get excited about unicorns. That's why this is a unicorn reading, right? When the unicorns come in, man, your life changes, right? So, yeah, you're going through a rite of passage. And that's why you have to uncord because it's time to, again, time to upgrade, as Drake says, it's levels to this stuff, right? And we are always ascending, we're always ending a cycle and starting something new. So we have to uncord in order to free ourselves to bring in the new, right? So you're going through this rite of passage. You're going through a rite of passage. Beautiful stone, isn't it? You're going through a rite of passage which is bringing you into more and more abundance, right? And I always talk about internal abundance, starting with abundance from within, finding that kingdom, really discovering our kingdom of light, which is within us. And with that kingdom, we are now creating with that kingdom and manifesting our external abundance with those internal lights, with that internal kingdom, right? And it's leading us to empowerment. I mean, could it be any better? Rite of passage, abundance, and empowerment. One, two, three, right? That's good. That's a nice path to follow. So, Virgos, you guys are on a beautiful, beautiful path to more abundance and more empowerment. Beautiful, beautiful. And communication, using your talents to express your truth and express your gifts through writing, um, reading, writing, through writing, all right? Communication, writing, talking, communicating however you decide to communicate, right? Drawing, artist, music, musicians, So communication, how do we communicate, right? So, and that's coming under being showered with blessings, rite of passage, and that communication. So also, and I see this communication, it's probably also tapping in to others because communication is reaching your message reaches somebody else. So even like your audience, I see your audience growing because you're tapping in and you're resonating and you're being more resonant with people, so your audience is growing. So that's where that expansion is coming in for you, and that abundance and that empowerment, because your message is reaching now a larger audience. That's what's coming in from spirit specifically for you, or for you Virgos. And dreams, Oh, look at all this blue. I love it. Communication, third eye, and again, back to your throat chakra and that life purpose. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, yep, yep. I can't remember which way it was, but I think, yeah, because it's in this hand. So that and that. Yeah. So you start off with communication using that throat chakra. We're tapping into the dream realm where we're getting a lot of information, especially this last 2 months, especially even this week, right? Because we're connecting in with our ancestors that could be coming in through the dream realm as well as just through meditation. But we're connecting, definitely connecting in the dream realm to in the dream realm we're connecting to our ancestors, and dreams are all I'm a dreamer, so in the dream realm there's so much symbolism. So if you can remember your dreams, if you can write your dreams down, whatever you remember from your dream, and this is someone taught me this years ago. I think I read it actually. Whatever you remember from your dream, you just keep that. Because I used to wake up and like, oh, I just remember this little piece, and I would be racking my brain trying to remember the parts that I didn't remember, as opposed to focusing on the part that I did remember. So now, if I dream for hours, hours, hours every night, and sometimes I just wake up with like a slit or a sentence or one little scene, and I'm happy with that because I realized, okay, that's what I was meant to bring forth into this realm. And that nugget is enough for me. All right. So whatever you are bringing back from the dream realm, just keep that nugget and work with that. Don't worry about all the other stuff that you're not bringing back, okay, from the dream realm. And it's all helping you to come into more and more of your life purpose. And again, that's coming under the throat chakra. So that communication, telling your story through either writing or music or your art, dancing. It's dancing is communication too, right? Yeah. However you find your way to communicate your art and your truth, universe is saying, go ahead and do that. It is part of your life purpose. You are being sent through a rite of passage right now. So whatever challenges, again, what might seem as conflict or a curse or a difficulty during this period is actually a gift. You are being showered with blessings. And that's what I would like you, Virgos, to focus on no matter what comes this week. Know that it is a blessing. It is a blessing, allowing you to tap into your unicorn portal, which is tapping into infinite possibilities for yourself. And that's why the sacred geometry is telling you to swallow the sun. Loads of positivity. Stay focused, stay within your strength, and just shine. Shine, 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 Virgos. This is your week, all right? Just do it. Oh, I hope this unicorn reading helps everybody. Sun sign, um, rising signs, moon signs, Leo, Virgo, Cancer. Thank you very much for watching. But this is Virgo, right? This is Virgo's reading. See you guys later. Bye bye.